One night I'm out at the club and I see this nice looking guy. I walk up, introduce myself, and he gives me his name, but tells me he's not interested. It's cool, I say, and I walk off. I go back to drinking my Johnny Walker, laughing with my friends, and then he comes over and apologizes for being rude. No big deal, I say in a flirty way. For the next few weeks, we talk almost daily. Then one day, he calls and says, I'm just gonna be honest, all I wanna do is fuck. My younger days when I was single, I dated often. I'm the youngest and only girl of 15 children. 15?
Damn, 15 children? That's crazy as hell. Damn, imagine putting up with all your siblings. That must have been hell.
Your parents are busy. And because of the way my brothers treated their girlfriends, I was not committing to any one person until marriage. And I always let the men I dated know that I played the field. One night I'm out at the club and I see this nice looking guy. I walk up, introduce myself, and he gives me his name, but tells me he's not interested. It's cool, I say, and I walk off. I go back to drinking my Johnny Walker, laughing with my friends, and then he comes over and apologizes for being rude. No big deal, I say in a flirty way. He buys a few drinks and we spend the rest of the evening talking. We exchange numbers and go our separate ways. For the next few weeks, we talk almost daily. Then one day he calls and says, I'm just gonna be honest, all I wanna do is fuck. He talks about how big my ass is and he just can't stop thinking about it. So pretty much he thinks you're beat, but he's horny. Okay. I laugh and I tell him I was thinking the same. I just want to fuck too, because he was looking all thick in those jeans.
I guess you guys were cut from the same cloth. You better not be regretting this afterwards. But I like how he's authentic and honest and straightforward. He ain't wasting time. That boy ain't wasting time.
I guess this works out. That's why I spoke to him at the club. So we arranged to meet at my friend's apartment who was out of town. I had young children and there was no way he's coming to my house. Before we met up, I called him with some ground rules. You know the standard. We're not dating, I'm not your girl, so after we get this fuck on, he has to go. He laughs and he says, yeah, okay, like he doesn't think I'm serious. We meet up, do our thing, and I take the sheets off the bed and I begin cleaning my friend's apartment. I come out the laundry room and he's still there. I ask if he's okay, he says yes, and ask what I'm about to do. Not the what you about to do line. So, what you about to do? I said I was about to walk him to the door. He asked me for something to eat and I sighed. I thought he understood what I said. Boy, get on up out of here, I said, pushing him towards the door. He grabbed me and was like, you know you want me to stay. No, I don't, and I kept pushing him towards the door. Then he grabs his dick and asks if I want some more. I did, I'm not gonna...
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. These girls toxic as hell, man.
You honest. At least you're honest. I did, I'm not gonna lie. His sex was awesome and he had a big dick. But rules are rules and I had to go home to my kids. He eventually left but began calling me like crazy. I started ignoring his calls, good dick or not. I do not need a bugaboo in my life. One day I go to take the trash out and he's sitting on my car. Is this a rom-com? What is this? How'd he find you? When I saw him, I figured my friend told him where I lived.
Yeah, this guy already fell in love, man. Boy, you already agreed to the rules. How you fall in love so quick like that?
Because he was probably bugging her, so I wasn't mad at her. I kind of thought she was mad at me. He asked why I'm not answering his calls, but I ignored him. He tried to follow me to my house, but he's met by one of my older brothers who's living in the spare room. My brother tells him that he's my husband and asks who he is. Why didn't you just say he's your brother? Why do you have to lie and say he's your husband? I think brother would have been fine, truthfully. Let's keep reading. This dude tells my brother everything, thinking he's putting me on blast or something. Says I lied to him, didn't tell him I was married. Then he starts calling me a hoe and a bitch and everything else. My brother is fuming, but I tell him to calm down and say that the dude won't be coming around anymore, so we're cool. Not the case. I run into this dude at the store, the club, and restaurants, literally everywhere. Each time he sees me, he tells me he loves me, even when I'm in the presence of other men. Even on one of my dates, he corners me by the club at the bathroom and says all he wants is one more time. I tell him I gotta get back to my date and to leave me alone.
Yeah, I mean, are we supposed to feel sorry for you at this point? I mean, you did this. You chose this yourself. You picked the wrong ass dude. Now dude's all obsessed over you and shit. That's crazy as hell. And on his part, man, he gotta stop this, bro. He's doing the most. He doesn't have anything else going on in his life.
My date ends up almost ruined because he keeps staring at me all night from across the room. When I leave the club, there's flowers on my car. When I leave the club, there's flowers on my car and a note with a room key inside. Of course, I went. Hold on. So you've been avoiding this guy non-stop, seems like weeks. And all he had to do was put flowers and a note and a key on your car. Gotcha. So you're just playing hard to get. You really wanted this dick again. Just say that. Now that we're on his turf, he says as soon as we're done, he doesn't want me hanging around. I say, cool, I do what I do, and I get up to leave. He's mad angry and starts calling me names again. I shrug it off and I leave. No more calls come in, I definitely do not call him. Almost a year goes by, and my friend, whose apartment I use, and I decide to hang out. A double date sort of thing. I bring my current boyfriend, who's now my husband, and she comes with him. We all chill and just hang out, but the man who is now my husband, noticed how he's behaving. He asked if that was the dude I told him about before, and I acknowledged that it was. And he gets mad at my friend for bringing him. But the shenanigans do not end there. 2 weeks before my husband and I get married, about a year and a half after that date, this dude asked my fiance if he could Nah. 2 weeks before my husband and I get married, about a year after that date, this dude asked my fiance if he could have sex with me before the wedding.
No way. He did not just do that, bro. He just went to your fiance and was like, hey man, you mind if I, just borrow your wife quickly for 1 more minute? Like, return her at the end, don't worry. You can still put that ring. Make sure to bring her enough, I'll bring her like ahead of time so you'll have enough time to still pop that ring right on that finger,
He did not just give your fiance I'm coming to you as a man type of speech. Can I fuck your girl before you marry her real quick? Do you mind? Or he and my fiance fight, of course. And my fiance tells me that if my pussy's like that, he's having second thoughts. Me and my fiance had not had sex yet because he did not believe in sex before marriage, but he did not hold my extensive sexual history against me. She used a lot of E's in that extensive. Damn. Which was one of the reasons I started dating him. So now this dude and my friend get married. What? Nah. What is this? And what's wrong with your friend? Married him? Okay. This dude and my friend get married like a week before I did at the Justice of Peace, but they divorced in 6 months.
That's ridiculous, man. I don't know what kind of story this is, but all of you guys are twisted in the head, bro. You guys ain't right, bro. Like, what? I feel like he's just getting married to just piss you off, and you're doing the same thing too.
She told me that he kept asking her to see if I would have a threesome with them, and she could not take it anymore. She knew he was crazy. I don't know what she was thinking, but we were no longer friends because I ruined her marriage, apparently. So you approach this guy at the club, and he immediately tells you he's not interested. But then later tells you, you know what? I am interested now. And you give him your phone number. Maybe you're drunk. Whatever. Got it. Then he actually tells you, you know what? I just want to fuck because you have a fat ass. Cool. Normal. You say, you know what? I want to fuck too. Perfect terms, very clear. Then he turns crazy, starts stalking you everywhere, even on your current dates with new people. But all it took was for him to put flowers on your car with a room key, and you went to fuck him again. Then before you get married, he asked your current husband if he could fuck you one last time. And they fight. Then your friend marries this guy. Marries him. I don't understand how your friend married him. That is throwing me. I don't even understand how that's possible. But I really don't understand how you can dodge this guy for weeks, complain that he's stalking you, and all it took was flowers and a hotel room key on the hood of your car to turn you. Well, I'm glad you're happily married right now. Congrats.
This is one twisted ass story, man. There's no way this is real. I feel like it's just all made up bullshit. Like, there's no way. Like, everybody here is lacking brain cells.
Bitch. This guy left me with his iPad, and I'm whispering because he has roommates. He left me with an iPad, and he's not here. And I swear I wasn't gonna look through like his Instagram on the iPad, but I did it. So he doesn't have anything recent, but like right before we were supposed to like hang out, it's like 2 weeks before, he had like an interaction with some girl, and then like he posted us on his girl story, and then she replied, and then he like put a eye rolling emoji to her message. But when I looked at the messages, like the older messages with her, he got her number and stuff. So I think I should look up that number in his messages, right? And I should see their last text messages.
Yeah, that guy is cooked. He better not come home, man. He's done. What a smart dude, eh? He left her with iPad, everything, logged in, everything, give her access to all his accounts, everything. Yeah, smart ass dude.
We can talk about it another day.
No, it's not gonna be another day.
So then it's not gonna be another day then. I don't give a fuck.
And I'm
Leave.
asking you, can we talk about this, please?
Nothing to talk about. Leave.
You were just calling me last night.
So the fuck what? Leave. You wasn't doing this. Leave. I'm not. Why am I still talking?
What did I
Oh
do?
my god. I don't give a fuck. Why do you do this? Is the drunk shit I'm talking. You can't handle your liquor.
This is honest.
Go about your business. I'm not trying to do this with you right now. Bro, call your friend. It's her birthday. What the fuck are we talking about? I didn't. Bro, you keep.
What did I do? What did I do for real? Like,
about it tomorrow.
What's going on here, man? I think she's drunk. She has to be drunk, because you guys know how those women get when they're drunk, bro. You can't even understand what they're saying. They're overly emotional. I think she has to be drunk. That's what it is.
Put a finger down if you went on a date with a boy and while you're on your way back from the date, he tells you, connect your phone to the CarPlay, and you're like, I don't really want to. And he's like, how bad can your music be? And you're like, okay, I'll connect. So while your phone's connected, you fall asleep. So while you're sleeping, obviously the songs are playing. You then feel a tapping sensation on your shoulder, and it's him telling you, change that song. Obviously, you're still half asleep. So you wake up and you're adjusting your eyes to the CarPlay, and when you look, you see it's CB, take that risk. You then realize, my whole image of passenger princess is now gone out the window, and it now looks like Shotty in the passenger seat. You then realize, this boy's probably not going to look at me the same again. What do? You then decide to bring back the old bangers and play Hannah Montana, Camp Rock, High School Musical. The boy is still looking at you like you committed a yesterday. He then decides to drop you home and doesn't speak to you again.
Spilling the tea on this TikToker who cheated on his now wife all the time when they were dating. It's not one of my friends, so don't try commenting guessing it's my friend, because it's not. It's someone that I've hardly even ever met in person. Backstory, there's this TikToker who now posts with his now wife all the freaking time. But while they were dating, he would hit up one of my friends all the time, asking her to hang out, saying he was in town, blah, 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 this and that. Meanwhile, we had no idea he had a girlfriend. She never went, but by stalking months later, found out that he had a girlfriend the entire time. And she asked me if she should DM the girlfriend at the time, now wife. And I was like, no, who knows? Maybe they weren't serious then. This was a month and a half before they were engaged. Now they're married. Anyways, yeah. If your man's a TikToker, he's probably not loyal.
No, because this video is gonna get people are gonna hate me for this video, but it has to be said, okay? If I'm dropping off my 15-year-old daughter, if I'm dropping her off at the football game, oh my gosh, in high school, and she wanna walk out my car in booty voluptuous, booty cheeks hanging out. Keyword, I dropped her off because she's legally not old enough to drive, and she's walking out with Thuder. Oh my gosh, somebody's getting hit. Okay, when I was at an In-N-Out the other day, and I was sitting there, and I was in my head, the only word that was in my head, I was like, minors! Pause, not like that. But there was literally these literal children! There was children around me, they can't even vote, and I can see their ass cheeks. Ah! Banned! Mods ban them!
Yeah, I think she's gonna be a good parent. She has what it takes. She's gonna be a good mother for sure. I agree with her. Everything she's saying, man. That's how parents need to be. How the hell are these girls leaving the house looking like that? Where are the parents?
So she flew in to see me, and I got her a hotel room. And the first night, we literally just got dinner and chilled because she was kind of tired, so we just kicked it. But the second day we were hanging out, my boy calls me. He's like, Z, I'm throwing a little kickback tonight. You gotta come through. I'm like, ooh, is it cool if I bring a friend? He's like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm like, bet, that's moves tonight. A couple hours later, her and I get ready. We pull up to the function. I'm introducing her. I'm making introductions. Everything's going smoothly. That's when my boy pulls me to the side. He's like, Z, your girl is here. I'm like, my girl? He's like, your girl. I have a hometown link, and we're not even serious, but she don't play about me. So the guys call her my girl. Anyways, I'm like, shit, where is she? He's like, I don't know, somewhere around here. I played this shit so perfectly. I went up to the girl that came with me to the party. I said, I'm about to go get us some drinks. You straight? She's like, yeah, I'm fine. Boom, I duck off. I'm looking for my hometown link because I need to keep these women separated, right? I find her ass in the kitchen and I act fake surprised. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing here? She's like, my girlfriend brought me. What are you doing here? I'm like, what? I'm not allowed to be outside? She's like, well, you've been ducking my text all week. You've been acting funny, which was true because I knew I had the girl flying in to come see me. So out of respect for her, I kind of was ignoring my hometown link. But that was the perfect opening for what I needed. I'm like, don't start with me tonight. I don't feel like doing this shit. And of course she bit the bait. She's like, doing what? You're so dramatic. Boom. That starts the argument right there. We're going at it for a couple minutes. I end up being like, you know what? Do you tonight, I'm gonna do me. Like, I don't need this shit. I walked out, I went and grabbed a drink for me and the girl that flew in, and I'm all over her for the rest of the night. Which is perfectly fine because me and my hometown link are now on bad terms after the argument I started on purpose. And what's crazy is the next day, I'm still chilling with the girl that flew in, and I get a text from my hometown link. She's like, I apologize for what happened last night. I was a little lit. I just want us to be able to talk more. And I literally didn't respond. Like, I thumbs up the message. I was being a little bit of an asshole, but it's crazy how I perfectly executed that play. I thought I was gonna at least lose one. I didn't see myself getting out of that situation with both. But you know, we train for this. We train for this.
Yeah, and you're hyped about that, eh? It's not like she gonna see it on TikTok and know that you played her off or anything, right? It's not like she gonna see this video of you exposing your ass. You're literally telling on yourself. It's funny because it's like them rappers, you know how they always rapping, but they always like say what they did and the crimes they committed and what locations and whatnot, and later on when they get arrested or behind bars, they say, oh, it was just an artistic expression. I didn't really do that. It was just music. It's like, yeah, right. You already told on yourself, boy. That's what's gonna literally happen to this man right here. Anyways, guys, let me know what you all thought about this video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know. And I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Alright, peace.